What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people. You trying to win the world's greatest monthly giveaway. And today, we're doing training day. Phil's got the comm. Be back in 30 seconds.
Just throw that in the glove box.
This car is not from the motor pool.
No, it's not. Sexy though, isn't it?
So where's the office back at division?
You in the office, baby. Going out.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
Oh, there it goes. We lost C Bizzle.
Oh, we lost C Bizzle.
It's that
So
car.
what's good, everybody? It is, Sunday, like Fan Sam said, film and box office news with the Council of Comics. And it's also like first one in June. It's the June 1st today. New monthly giveaway this week. So we have a bunch of hashtags. You could qualify for ducks. Sam, what's our first hashtag?
First hashtag we're throwing up is Pride Month in honor of Clifford.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
There you go. Put that in a banner right now. I'll take care of all that.
There you go. First hashtag, Pride Month.
Yeah, make sure you put it into the comments section, y'all.
How's everybody's weekend going? It was kind of like another little bit chillier, rainy weekend going on. I went to the shop and played Lorcana yesterday for the first time in a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would love to play. I just don't know how to play.
It's
So-
super easy. It really is one of the easier ones to learn. If I had time, maybe this summer I'll start doing. We can all go because I'm going to be home by myself for a chunk of the summer, and I'm going to need things to do so I don't go stir crazy. It's a really easy game.
We did like the draft, and there wasn't like a lot of us there. There was only like 5 people doing Lorcana, so we had like a 5-player game with the draft. It was actually a lot of fun.
How many people are usually there?
Usually it's like probably I'd say like 8 to 10.
That's a nice group.
Yeah.
What color deck are you playing?
My main deck is yellow purple.
Oh, okay.
So Amber Sapphire. Well, that deck needs work. And I want to kind of like make other decks now. And like the new set just came out, and I don't really have a lot. Well, now I have 40 cards of that because I did the draft.
Right.
So, but yeah, that was my weekend. Did anybody do anything exciting? Anybody?
I was supposed to do 2 games yesterday.
Okay.
In Poughkeepsie, and I work early in the morning. I'm on my way to work. I'm like, it's pouring. I'm like, these are going to get canceled. I was just waiting for the email, and they were. So, but it got nice in the afternoon. Did you notice how nice it was after about 2:00? It was super sunny.
Yeah.
I was supposed to officiate yesterday, but I ended up not doing that.
I got my monthly haircut, so it always makes you feel good when you get your monthly haircut.
I always get it when I could like tell it's ready to be done.
I remember I used to get my haircut like every week. What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
Okay, number one, were you single?
Yes.
Okay, because let me tell you, my barbershop, all the single bitches are in there like clockwork. Clockwork. And when I see a dude in there with a shaggy ass, unkept look coming in for the full takeover, I'm like, oh, what's going on? You break up or you got a wedding? And they're like, damn, Cliff, why are you so savage? And guess what? Six times.
Why are you so savage, Cliff?
6 times that, because you know what? Men don't share their feelings. So, and men are dying because they don't know how to take care of themselves. So I am going to be all those horrible internalized thoughts manifested into reality right there in that heterosexual barbershop. Right
I mean,
there.
Doesn't everybody usually die because they don't take care of themselves? Cliff?
Yeah, but that could be like, but I'm talking about, no, men die because of excessive neglect.
I mean, not all men.
Not all men.
No, not all men.
Many men die because of stubbornness.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's more.
Neglect isn't tied to stubbornness. I'm just saying, my hashtag since 2019 has been men are not okay. And they're no more okay today than they, in fact, they're less okay. They're less okay.
I don't think men have been okay since the beginning of the world, Clifford.
Yeah, because someone
Not all men.
Like,
Some of them have been
I get
okay.
it. You're trying to solve it, but I just think this is something that we, as a
no,
human
but we
race,
could do better.
tend to
We
go
can do
through.
better. We can do better.
We could definitely do better. You're right.
You know, do you want men to continue to lead the charge on successfully deleting themselves? Should that be something men should continue to be
No,
known
of course not. I wouldn't want anyone to delete themselves.
Right, but I'm just saying,
You know what I mean? I don't.
we got to take a
I hear
hard
you.
look. We got to take a hard look at men and be like, hey, it's okay to feel things and to take care of yourself.
I think, okay, let me. In our space, in our YouTube space, unfortunately, it's dominated by men. And I think in our space, men are expressing their emotions like you've never seen before in our space.
Right, but are they actually taking care of themselves?
Physically, I mean, that's them.
No,
You know what
I
mean?
don't think
They
I don't
should,
think
but
they're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of them, and certainly all this aggravation, stirring the pot for views or whatever it is that they're doing, whatever the motivation is, that's not health. That's not health. Okay, so no, all this is a visual aid on things that are not okay. And I'm not saying that you're never allowed to be frustrated, you're never allowed to complain or anything like that. When you just try to make it into an active hobby,
I mean,
maybe
maybe I'm the lone dissenting voice here, but like, I mean, I'm not saying my life's perfect and I don't shoot and so forth. What I would say though, I think, especially in the current climate world we live in, too many people don't unplug, Cliff, from social media and like if you're, I don't, I'm not on it. Other than
I mean,
this, I have Instagram.
I'm on social
and I look
media.
at pictures. Like I don't follow all that other stuff. I just don't have time.
I don't.
it's not even about what you're following. It doesn't matter. When I see them, I see them. It doesn't even matter if
Yeah,
I
but
didn't.
like you actively engage with that stuff, and I tell you all the time, and I love you to death, buddy. But like, if you're getting it's like you're getting abused by an alcoholic father, and you keep going back for.
I do not actively engage in that stuff.
Do you not get on Twitter and so forth all the time and fight with?
Yeah, but now like I used to, I don't get on there to fight with J.K. Rowling. In fact, today I tried to win. You know,
Okay,
You have fun with many of people.
here's my
Cliff.
plan, right? I'm gonna try and win that dinner. Take my 83-year-old mom with me to England when we win that dinner, and we're gonna have dinner with her, and we're gonna try and convert her. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, good luck with that.
I'm holding my breath.
Enjoy your trip.
Oh man.
Could you imagine if I actually won? Like everyone, let's start with that. Let's start with the chef if I actually won.
If the world only knew.
You know, it'd be so cute. But no, on a serious note, let's be real. Men successfully dying from various causes, right? And leading the charge on those deaths is no bueno. So
Yeah, but no
regardless
more
of
women are.
Wait.
dying
Okay,
from
that's
those-
yeah, that's what I don't like that statement because it's like, okay, leading the
No,
charge. If it's- say
women,
we don't lead the
women are
charge,
heavily-
somebody else is going to afterwards.
Oh
and
my
that's
God,
just
women,
bad.
women are more affected by all the things that I can't name here because we're always afraid of the algorithm. But men die more. Period. Right?
I can't agree there. I think women die of different things, but at the same rate. But not so. Let's
No, there are things.
No, just bear with. Let me finish. If men, it would be like saying men die of
shaking his head
smoking
down
more
there.
than women because more men smoke. I get that, but more women die of alcohol poisoning because more women drink than smoke. They're both bad, but like it's a you know what I mean.
I'm just saying that again. I'm contained to not get too articulated about what I'm trying to say here. There are certain figures where men are really leading the charge on dying, and that's really concerns me. And although these things vastly affect men and women, right? The fact that men are dying more from the deletion or for consumption or
I feel like I've been watching The Chosen all weekend, and I feel like Cliff is having a real Jesus moment right now, where everybody is just not listening to the people he's trying to save are just not listening to.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't know.
Ronaldo, it's like you can look up all the facts. Like you'll see women are affected here, right? And then you look at men affected, but when it comes to the men dying of the disease or the men dying from deletion, bing, 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 bing. That part is a really high number for men.
You have something to add to the conversation?
Yes. Just to piggyback on Cliff, globally, I just looked up real quick. Globally and in the United States, men consistently die at a higher rate than women.
Well, because men are killed by more men than women are killed by men.
I'm just saying, in general, men die more
That's
than
what
women.
it is.
Oh my God!
It doesn't matter how they die.
Murdering men.
I was gonna say, look, we gotta have a separate stream for this conversation.
Wait a minute.
Time out.
It doesn't matter how they die. It's just generally men die more than women. Women have. This is actual facts. Women have a longer life expectancy than men. No matter how they die.
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Wow, us men are on the ropes. It's time to stand up, men. Clifford makes a good
Married
point.
men
Life
life expectancy is lower than single men. So explain that.
I mean,
They're busy
That's my
As
protecting
soon as they
their
get married, their happiness just sinks down.
I'm just like
just like a
out here, but
why don't we just say, let's stop causing stress for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody.
Let's hashtag bring compassion back.
Yes, I can agree with that. Hashtag bring compassion back. Phil, we're sorry that we took you away from the comp.
All right, let's bring up the box office. You want me to get it? I got it ready. Yeah.
No, I got it.
All right.
That's right. Oh, no, wrong one. Yeah.
The weekend box office, first weekend in June.
Jeez.
So we have Lilo and Stitch coming in with 63 million, dropping almost 57%. That's not good. Mission
Worldwide, it's up to 610. By the way,
Yeah.
What happened?
worldwide, Lilo and Stitch is up to 610.
It must have finally opened in China.
Yeah, 610.
My mother-in-law, my fiance, and my son just got back from watching that like a few minutes ago.
It's not bad. Mission Impossible dropped 58% with 27 million. They're at 353.
Yeah.
Is this really going to be the last one?
For him.
Yeah.
For him, yeah.
He might cameo in future ones. You know? Karate Kids Legends. Coming in with 21 million. That's good for them. I think that's great.
That's not bad, but like if that's their opening weekend, you know what I mean?
47 worldwide. That's good. This movie cost them nothing to make. Nothing.
And it's incorporates the Cobra Kai storyline too, does it not?
No, they say that it doesn't really have a Cobra Kai story. There is an Easter egg or something in a post-credit scene or at the end of the movie about it, but they kind of wanted to stay away from that and let that be its own story.
Okay.
And this one, you don't have to really have seen the other ones to jump in.
Okay.
But from what I hear, it's good. I hear it's good. So
the kid they chose to be this iteration of the Karate Kid is fantastic, and his energy when he's like in interviews is like that of Alan oh my god, the girl who plays Captain Marvel or Ms. Marvel, Iman Vellani. He has that kind of energy. Like, I grew up with this. I love this. I got into martial arts because of the Karate Kid movie series because my parents loved it so much, and now I actually get to be in the Karate Kid. So
that's great.
This movie, Karate Kid Legends, cost around $45 million in their budget.
That's it? 45?
Mm-hmm.
They already made it. They already made their money.
It can only go up from here, kids.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like to hear that. Final Destination dropped 40%. They brought in 10 million. They are at 229 million worldwide.
I stopped watching Final Destination after this.
I haven't seen those.
I stopped watching after the first one, man. Jeez.
In the meantime, I hear this one is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I have to watch all of them, so I just have.
So you haven't watched any of them?
I haven't watched any.
Oh man, the first two are wild, man.
That's all you need is the first two.
The first two are wild.
Is the second one the one where the log falls off the back of the truck?
That's the second one.
Yeah, that's a horrifying. Bring her back. This is a brother and a sister uncover a terrifying ritual at the secluded home of their new foster mother.
Yeah, I'm good with that. No.
Yeah. Sinners dropped 40%. Still made some money at 350. Shout out to Sinners. Shout out to Sinners.
Does it get to 400?
No.
Not that it needs to, because obviously the budget wasn't high on it. I'm just saying.
No, I don't think.
No.
I don't think so.
Does it get to 400?
Thunderbolt's not making 400 either. Well,
Come on,
sad.
380.
So sad.
It's gonna.
But you know what
So
really
sad.
disappoints me? You know what really disappoints me? How many times did we see word of mouth save a movie and it did not work here?
Yeah.
It did not work here. Well, let's talk about that for a second. Why didn't it work?
Every person I know who has seen it said they enjoyed it, and yet this movie just scraped its way to 369 worldwide.
Because it doesn't have any big name characters that the layperson's going to go see. Florence Pugh's great.
What's her name? Pugh here. What's her name?
She's great. I'm not.
People love her. People love her.
Correct, but nobody's going. Oh, I need to go see another Black Widow movie.
Just to let you know, Thunderbolts, it costs 180 million to make, and Sinners cost 90 million to make.
Right on.
I know Sinners is making bank. They're making bank.
Marvel's got a problem, and it gets me upset because I watched a Fantastic Four thing, and early reaction stuff, and somebody wrote a whole article because one person got up and yelled mid, and I was just like, is that what we're judging the movie on? One person standing up and yelling mid?
Well, because is
that what we're doing?
Perfect now.
Yeah, like we've been spoiled. We've been
spoiled a long time ago.
I think I just think there's a little bit of superhero fatigue. It isn't main like heroes. Like this isn't Thor or anybody that people would be like interested.
Right.
You got burned a few times.
Excuses. I'm telling you, it's been happening.
I mean, here's the thing. I think we have been spoiled a little bit, but I also think we live in an era when people are trying to get clicks by yelling at it. Whether they liked it or not, the person wanted the attention by yelling.
Question. A lot of people said Thunderbolts didn't have a lot of people well recognized. But on the flip side of that, Guardians of the Galaxies, when that came out, they didn't have nobody.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, but that came out at like the time. These are hot.
Yeah, that came
Like,
out at the
remember
time
we
with
just had,
this.
like, remember last week's conversation of like movies that have like let us down. Cool. That's Thor: Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange, and those are two
Yeah.
big ones that
And
let
Marvels.
us down.
Yeah.
The Marvels, Eternals, like
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy was like right before this.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. So they've had like this bad mediocre run. That's
So
I could see
so
that
the reason
being a little
why-
bit of a factor.
So the reason why you think this movie didn't do well is because the mistakes of the other movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ill
Yeah.
fate, bad fate.
Yes.
It's not the full reason,
Yeah, Captain America.
but
You could add
it's
that
one of the ingredients for it. It's one of the ingredients for it.
Oh my God!
So-
Don't get me started on Captain America. My ex finally watched it this weekend and was texting me, "Lippy, this is so bad," and then like breaking down every bad
Listen.
moment, like scene for
Steve.
scene. Lippy, what are they doing
Steve
here?
did.
And I'm like, and I
I
can't
watched
even
just-
defend him. I can't even defend it.
I did
This-
watch.
I can, but I won't no more.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, C. Bizzle, you're supposed to defend it. Stand up to the Clifford.
all the things he picked, C. Bizzle, are things that I too didn't like with the film. That's but except that he's surprisingly more dramatic about it than I am.
Understandable.
So yeah, it's had a run of like very like, and that's a run of movies now for like the MCU that just haven't been great. There's no like big characters. It's gonna be on Disney Plus. Well, like this will be on Disney Plus, and that window for like movies to streaming now is like so short.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
This is on Disney Plus before August.
Yeah, because they don't have the DVD sales. They're getting away from DVDs because DVD used to be the middle part: theater, DVDs, streaming.
Yeah.
Now the DVDs are not as prevalent anymore. They can move the streaming up closer to the theater releases.
Oh yeah.
With DVDs.
My thing is, I think it's gonna be like probably around August, if not earlier, that this will be on Disney Plus.
I agree.
So
Oh,
that's
Here
that's
comes
kind of where, yeah, Fantastic Four, I think might do a little bit better than this, but I think
Fantastic Four and Superman in this.
I'll
Yeah.
say this too.
Superman.
Captain
Ironheart.
America is on Disney Plus now, and I rewatched it. It's not a great rewatch.
What's that?
It's not a great rewatch.
I'm afraid
Brave
to
New
watch
World?
it again. I'm afraid to
Brave New
watch it
World?
Brave New
again.
World? Oh,
Yeah.
I watched
It's
it.
okay.
Great.
I
yeah.
enjoyed it.
I liked the movie going in. I remember going, okay, it was okay. I thought it could have been better. Watching it now, I was like, the stuff that I didn't like is glaring now.
I have that same problem, but I can still rewatch it. The one that it became glaring to me was Love and Thunder, where I'm like, like I'm
It's
just
just-
like
it-
the first time I was like, it's more of a family movie. I can understand. And then like I do the rewatch, I'm like, I'm like in the kitchen, I'm like,
It's just this time going in, I'm like, I know the plot, and it just was it was boring.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with the whole Thor franchise. They really messed it up. Thor should have been on the same level as Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
They wasted Surtur. They wasted Gore the God Butcherer. And with these little minuscule roles, those two characters should have.
They wasted Malekith.
But you don't think
Yes.
Ragnarok was a good movie?
It's not on the same. It's not on the same level as it could have been. It was good.
I
but it
thought
could have been
Ragnarok was
great.
a very good movie. I thought Ragnarok was very good.
I know what you're saying, Steve. It could have been. It could have been a higher level.
Yeah.
But we're expecting.
I think with Ragnarok,
they don't even expect it themselves. So
I think Ragnarok wasted Planet Hulk.
yeah,
It kinda
really
did, yeah.
damage. It did damage. And then you have Scar later and the She-Hulk one coming.
Yeah.
Like that was just like, oh, okay.
They're wasting. I don't know who the higher ups is. I don't know who the corporate overlords, but they're messing up.
And now they got supposedly Hulk showing up in Spider-Man 4. So
I can see that. They have interacted in the comics.
I hope it's fun. Make it fun, and you'll do great. You know what I mean?
By
I'll
the
get
way,
money, that'd be
you
great.
wanna? I'm so sorry. I'm really. I don't know. I'm really starting to believe I have ADHD. Talk about Blu-rays and DVDs, but Blu-rays because I don't even believe in DVD anymore.
Yeah.
The Hawkeye Blu-ray is absolutely gorgeous. The
Yeah.
packaging, the content, the video and audio when you play it, highly recommend. Highly
Yes.
recommend. And I hope that they give that same treatment to all these other films, including the Thunderbolts. But yeah, if
I
we're
hope they do. I want a box set of the 2 seasons of Andor together.
Yeah.
that could
I thought
happen.
they weren't making these things anymore.
They
I
do.
mean,
Yeah, they
It's-
still.
It's not as prevalent as it was before.
So it's gonna
You
cost you a
gotta
lot
look for
more.
it.
It's let's see, whatchamacallit, the steel book for
Secondary market will.
Hawkeye is $55.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I just want to make sure we all, I'm going to support it. Ironheart comes out in 23 days.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for it.
23
Is
days.
that
Oh, I have just come home. I have just come home from Heroes Con.
But
Yes.
is that streaming or is that going to be in theaters?
Streaming.
Streaming.
Okay. Oh, I'll watch it then. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's 3 episodes a week.
Oh
week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this on Thursday. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, rest of this list, we got Friendship bringing in 3 million. Last Rodeo, J-Hope tour, Hope on the stage in Japan live.
Is that J-Lo?
J-Hope, BTS, right?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
jeez.
it's BTS.
Oh, I have no clue.
Come on, man.
I'm not hip with the times.
Yeah, that's that K-pop, son.
Oh.
The Accountant 2, Minecraft movie. Where's Minecraft movie at? 947. That's not making $1 billion.
It's not making
But
it.
still made 950 million. So
Yeah, no one saw that coming.
Peppa meets the baby cinema experience. Okay,
Oh.
that's Peppa Pig. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I'm hoping not Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, it's Peppa
Okay,
Pig.
yeah. Pepper.
Peppa Pig. The Phoenician Scheme.
I
That's a
keep
new
seeing
one.
commercials about that.
Is that the
That's what's his face.
I can't think of his name.
yeah,
Why
No,
can't we
Rami
think?
Malek?
I know.
No,
Wes Anderson, right?
No, the
God,
actor, the
this
actor.
looks Good. I do want to see this.
He's from Star Wars. He was the stuttering guy in the prison.
Oh, it's Benicio del Toro.
Benicio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing that came in my head was Wolfman.
Oh, that made 6 million.
I do want to see that. Now, you know, it's funny because the title doesn't mean anything to me, but I love PT or Wes Anderson movies.
Jane Austen wrecked my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I know people like this.
Wow.
Now, guys,
Desperately single bookseller, lost in a fantasy world, finds herself forced to fulfill her dreams of becoming a writer in order to stop messing up her love life.
That was us. It would say Stan Lee wrecked my life.
yeah.
Oh my God, Sam, write that down. Write it down, Sam. Write it down. That's the name of our movie. Write it down, Stan.
That's one of our
Oh,
movies.
JR wrecked my life.
No. Oh.
E2 is right. Black Pink, baby.
I am gonna write that down. All right. Tornado. I made about 130, and then just finishing out the box office. You got Snow White in there and Vulcanizadora.
Hey, what is
Still hanging
the world for Snow White?
Oh, that's your movie.
Snow White.
11,000.
Who's still?
205.
Who has not seen that movie? Was like, now's the time to go.
Apparently 11,000. They
Hold
made
on, scroll
11,000.
back down. Let's see what the average for theater was. $400 for the week. That's not enough. That probably barely covers the electricity.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the box office, Phil.
All right. Oh. So the only thing I watched, yeah, I can share it. Hold on. My bad. I should have had this up.
Oh, shout out to Black Spiders dropping that.
Oh,
shit.
you know what? We could draw a duck too. We could draw a duck.
Oh, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
Duck time. Pride Month. You have 15 seconds to put that into the comment section. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Round and round it goes, wetlands, nobody knows. But they'll get a duck in the really big shoe.
Yeah.
Old Wolf.
Old Wolf 65.
Oh, he's happy.
And Black Spiders with the super chat. Thank you very, very much.
We got a lot of duck. Wait a minute. Now I gotta find this list. Okay. Old Wolf 65.
Congratulations, Old Wolf.
Congratulations. Next duck up. King Kong ain't got oh me. Yeah. So make sure you put come on. King Kong into I'll put the banner down at the bottom so that you can go. Yeah.
Okay. I will present, I'll share screen, and I'll do that one. All right. I gotta.
Oh, you gotta remove mine.
Yep. There we go. What did you guys think last week was the season finale of Last of Us? Anybody else watch it?
I did watch
I
it.
was too busy with Doctor Who.
Oh,
I
did
watched
watch
it.
it. Did you watch it? You watched it, Sam, or no?
Yeah, disappointing.
So, is Ellie dead?
No, you don't know. I'm guessing no.
I'm guessing no too because I played the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think the guy she was
Yeah.
Jesse. I think he's dead.
That was a shocker.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
shot
that
in
was
the
a
face,
shocker
you're done.
right there. I was like, wow.
And here's the crazy part is if he's not slightly faster than her, he gets shot.
My
Yeah,
part
I
of
think
like is when Abby was like, "I let you live."
Right.
Okay, do we see the cycle of these things?
Well,
You know what I mean? They let you were alive. You came back and killed somebody for that. So what makes you think
Well,
Ellie's not gonna come back?
and
look
Ellie
for you.
also said, "I'm gonna kill you for this."
Yeah.
At the time.
Like, come on. You're
Now
shocked.
is Tommy dead?
You're shocked that Ellie found
I think
you?
that's that line is like that is a funny line. That is right out of the game too. Like I let you live.
Like what?
So yeah, I'm like, I like the ending because like you got Ellie's story, and I like how the ending is like her walking into the football stadium, which is kind of the beginning of Abby's story.
That's what I got. And now we're gonna get her story.
Yeah,
from,
the next
from the very beginning.
from the beginning of those 3 days, I think.
Oh,
We got the beginning of her, like, you know, and her dad and stuff.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if they backed up even farther, and that was, you know, the issues in Seattle.
I don't know that, you know, that like the
Because it says Seattle day one.
yeah, that's like they arrive in Seattle. That's their first day.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is this that classic leaving us to wait for
Yeah, I'm sure.
another season? Like, without giving us. I mean, was Jesse supposed to be the big thing? that was your big shocking moment for the end of the season. I was like, no, no.
And she's there at the theater.
Yeah, like come on, you need more, man.
She's there at the theater.
Definitely need more.
What you call it? Got shot in the leg, right? Tommy got shot in the leg.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's alive.
I think he's alive.
I'm gonna trust Phil on this.
Yeah, I think he's alive.
She's alive.
Well, all right. So, do we think Jesse? What about Jesse's decision to not go with Ellie? I think it was the right decision.
Yeah, that was and you know what, that came up in the game too. Like they do split their ways because he is like, you're on like a little bit of a revenge mission.
Yeah, and you have a pregnant girl back at the whatever where they had her. She already has an arrow through her leg.
That was something new for the that was new for the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the arrow through the leg, that was like pretty new for the show.
But like, yeah, what are you doing? It's time to go home. And even that she even talked to her, she's like, it's time we go home, right? And she's like, yeah. Then all of a sudden, Ellie, she's in the aquarium, forgets about everything that's important, but she has to go and murder Abby. That's the most important thing. It's not the fact that she said, I'm going to be a dad, and now there's a kid coming in, and you got to take care of the kid. No, your most important thing is to go find Abby and murder Abby.
Can we back up an episode, though?
Come on.
Can we back to the previous episode where she murks that chick in with the spores? And
yeah.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
With the pipe. Yup.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, she lost it.
And then she was like, I didn't kill her.
Yeah,
You're part of the reason why she's dead. You know what I mean? Because she's running from you to get away from you, and she went down to the sports thing. You're kind of the reason she's dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was dead like that. Like when she knocked her down there, that's like a death.
Yeah,
sentence.
that's it. You're done.
And then she beats her down with the pipe. Like, yeah.
Have we not learned from this show that accountability isn't a big deal for anybody?
No, definitely
Like,
not.
come on.
Definitely not.
Come on.
We don't really get an introduction.
We're on the brink of destruction. Accountability went out that window.
We don't really get an introduction or a lot of information on these two factions, the Wolves or the Seraphites, the Scars.
Yeah.
That is something like I almost wanted more information. Just how did they come to be like this? And they got like only a tiny bit.
7-episode season. You mean you couldn't take one episode to explain the factions over there? And stuff? You couldn't do 8 episodes. You only did 7.
And we don't get a lot of information. It's just like the Civil War is going on when they get there.
Yeah.
And the other interesting, as I thought about it more, it's like you have 2 separate journeys that are going on those 3 days, and it's Ellie like losing her humanity to go after Abby, and Abby's like next 3 days is gonna be her regaining her humanity after like brutally murdering Joe. So it's a little bit of an interesting.
I don't feel bad for Ellie anymore because the boo-hoo tears and that you went after and did this, and then you killed somebody. Oh, she's pregnant, is she? That's your fault. That's totally your fault. You should not have been there. And
add into this too, you got the biological father killed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Okay, I don't feel right about being ultra judgy and moralizing a fictional dystopian.
Oh, stop it! We do this all the time.
I'm just saying, their reality is so far removed from our own, you know. And Ellie didn't even grow up anything close to what we think growing up is, you know. So
nor did Abby, to be fair.
Yeah, nor did Abby, to be fair. So like Dungeon Crawler Joe just said, Ellie is turning to Joe. Like, sure, because part of it is we want to root for these characters, but part of it is they live in a world that is not our own. Period. Right? And their moral gray areas are bigger and more disturbing for sure.
As the old saying goes, when seeking revenge, better dig 2 graves, one for the person you're after and one for yourself. Revenge has no winners, only losers. Well said.
An eye for an eye only makes the world blind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes just bring a better gun, Joe, and make sure you aim for the head and the heart.
Jeez. Jeez.
It depends on the level of revenge. No, this is Pride Month. This is about compassion, and then if shit goes too far, you flip that car, you light it on fire.
All right. Well, jeez. So that's Last of Us wrapped up its season. I thought it was a good season overall. I know, the game split, like the fans of it. I had no doubt this show was going to do the same, but I'm still a fan of it. I still like it. I can still dig it. And I'm looking forward to the next season.
I enjoyed it. I think
Bring it on.
Very strong moments. I don't know. As a season, it was better than the first one.
Yeah.
It had high. I think its highs were better than season 1, but its lows were much lower than season 1. So I think, as in totality, I think the first season's better. But I did enjoy this season.
8.6 on the IMDb rating.
That's about right. I think that's about right. Whereas I think the first season is probably like a low 9.
All right,
Sam, we could draw King Kong, the duck.
All righty. Make sure you put hashtag King Kong in the chats. If y'all want to win a duck. 15, 14, 13. Did I ever put it at the bottom? I'll give you 30 seconds. Because that was my fault. All right, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round and round it goes, ladies and gentlemen. JS says Brooklyn. Congratulations, JSS. I'll put you in here. You're in there, my friend. All right, next duck. Wolves or sheep? I guess that could lead us into the next thing.
Yup, that'll lead us right to the next thing.
Oh, that's not that one. But before we get into that next thing, let's do some announcement first. Phil, I'll do a couple, then Cliff will do a couple.
Okay.
Announcements for you. There you are. Young at Heart Foundation is a great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. They do great things for kids out there awaiting medical procedures. 2 ways you can help out this organization. You can go to youngatheartfoundation.com, scroll down and click this green register to become a donor button for Donate at Life America. Because more than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant, and you can help by registering to be a donor today. Other way to help is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They'll take all the funds together and create these great gifts for the kiddies. If you have another way you want to help Mike and the organization, give them a call at 323-396-9998 or email them at youngatheartfoundation.com. Alternativus. Oh, that's my girl. Alternativus. This is our home away from home, located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our good friend Anthony right here. Anthony has a special for you guys out there that are having trouble getting your comics every week. You don't have a local shop, or it's just it's just too difficult. Anthony's going to solve all those problems. He's going to get your pull list. He's going to bag and board all those books for free. Then he's going to take an extra 10% off of that order. and he'll mail them right out to you. That's something you're interested in, give him a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alternaverse2@aol.com. The website is alternaverse.net. They have comics, cards, toys, and every weekend they have card tournaments like Lorcana, Pokemon, Magic, whatever you're into. If you're in the area, give Anthony a call and he will hook you up. And today is part of that great Sunday lineup. At 9:30 a.m. was the Sunday Comic Book Hangover Show. And here we are at 5 p.m. Film and Box Office News. At 5:30 will be the Merry Monday Mail Call Show, Bronze Age Marvel. At 6 p.m. is Sunday's Super Show Extravaganza with Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Kicking It with K-Pop is coming in at 7 p.m. They're going over Vibrant. At 8:30 is Legion of Comics at Week's End. And at 9 o'clock is Black Crown Comics Weekly Comic Wrap-Up. And then finishing off at 10:45 is Late Night Comic Book Church. So make sure you tune into that tonight for that wild, wild Sunday lineup. And now, Clifford with the rest of the story.
Let's do the end. We'll start with Burke Family 54 Comics. I mean, they're at 4,000 subscribers, but go show some love. With 1.3 thousand videos about collecting and new challenges like My Wife versus My Sister, which is actually quite hilarious. Y'all should check it out. Grail chases, new comics, all sorts of things. Burke and Family are really doing it up. So go check out their videos, go sign up, even join their memberships. They're even giving away prizes tonight. So go check it out. Next up, Heroes for Hire Comic Club, who's starting, well, he's starting in about 8 minutes and he's coming hot off of his whatnot sale. But go show Matt and friends some love as they go over FLC and Keys of the Week and all the things that we do love to talk about. Special shout out to Spidey's Powdered Tumblers. Go show him some love as well. He's made fabulous tumblers for us. And he can make them for you too. Plus, he's got all sorts of stuff going on his channel. You can check out his giveaways as well. Also on his Instagram. And of course, who are we if we're not the Council of Comics? Except that I didn't put up the link for the Council of Comics.
Shout out to C-Bizzle for being part of the Council of Comics.
Shout out to C-Bizzle, who has been part of the Council of Comics since episode 8 of Movie Nights. And God knows what episode.
Episode 80.
Episode 80 of Movie Nights.
I will never forget you, C-Bizzle.
Appreciate the love.
Unlike some people during their coffee in the morning. And
out of a dirty strainer.
Look, he was really trying. He was really trying. He was doing good. Council Comics home to, well, us, the Council Comics. Go check out our lives, our shorts, our videos with feature new comic book day, and all of our wonderful skits and well, our comic shop BS. It's all good stuff. And boy, I thought I was so prepared, and I really just shot myself in the foot. After a long week of styling and profiling, it's time to relax with couching and slouching with C-Bizzle. C-Bizzle's wonderful shows about his wonderful videos and unboxing, lives that he shares with us, and of course his shorts where he tells you about what comic books he's excited about this week. C-Bizzle, take it away.
Thank you so much, Cliff. I appreciate everybody in the Council of Comics, especially Sam. I love you no matter what.
I'm sorry!
It's all right. You got caught up in a moment. I understand. Plus, those guys you mentioned, they all your New Yorkers. So you see them more than you see me on a weekly basis. So I totally understood.
You're making me feel worse, C-Bizzle.
No love lost. So yes, come check out my channel. Come check out my channel. Like Cliff says, every Monday I post 3 books I'm most hyped about in my pull list every week. If you're there, you see the short, go ahead and reply with some of the books that you're hype about, so I can see what how this book's on. It might change my mind. It might be a book later on down the line that I might add to that list. Also put out videos, unboxing videos, and things of that nature. I did a live show about 3 weeks back for Free Comic Book Day. I had so much fun doing that. I am planning on doing more of those. Just come check me out here on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and alternating Thursday. This past Thursday we did G.I. Joe. And in 2 weeks, we're going to be doing The Doctor with our guest host, Brian LCS. So please check us out then. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the love from everybody.
Wonderful. And of course, last but not least, my channel, Cliff on Comics, where you can catch me for Comics and Coffee with Cliff, or Comics and Cocktails with Cliff, or Comics and Company with Cliff, or other lives that I do here with our friends, or random lives that I end up streaming with other people. Who knows? I'm just there. I do things. Occasionally there's a short. Occasionally there's a new video. Sometimes there's even a membership video. Like I'm doing like my countdown for. Why is it not even showing? How dare you? Anyhow, I'm doing my little countdown of videos. All right, it's not working. Anyhow, I got my little countdown of videos for till December. I'm like, am I getting my little grails along the way and how I'm doing with that? And then like in December, they'll become public and we can all enjoy and see how I've done. All right.
And also, don't forget, Console Comics did invade Cliff's show this past month of May. So go back to May.
All of May were my council episodes for Comics and Cocktails and Comics and Coffee. Go check those out. Although I did squeeze in Old Stuff Is Cool on Friday night. So yes. We got a little extracurricular guest. And also June is actually my council anniversary. But June is a bit busy for me. Plus June is my dad's birthday, Father's Day, and the day he died. So I figured I'll give myself a break and we'll just celebrate in May.
Nice.
And then, maybe I don't know what else we'll do. We just do nice things. Let's just do nice things.
We will.
All right. Well, that was it for those things.
The announcements.
That was it for the announcements. I'm an absolute shock. I actually I've been trying to hammer out since Sam is obsessed with the idea of having a council movie, I've been trying to hammer out a plot for us. And I think I have a good one, except Seabizzle, you can't live in Texas. You're forced to be a New Yorker in the plot.
Okay.
So that you fit in.
No, and no. That was not the plot. I said part of the movie has us going to Texas for Seabizzle.
Right, but we have no money. You see how much
Clifford listens.
We have to fly him in and do a story. Then he was for us to hit the road.
If the good Lord wants us to go see Seabizzle in Texas, the good Lord's gonna provide the money for us to go there.
Something. I've been here 3 years, and the good Lord hasn't even given me 50 cents to help put towards the goddamn shipping for prizes. So I'm telling you.
Maybe if you don't say G damn, maybe you will get it. You can't be going around saying G damn and then say, Lord, why haven't you given me the G damn money? Well, I don't know why I haven't given you the G damn money, Cliff.
You know what? Let me tell you, unlike some other people here, when the Lord sends me a helicopter, when there is heavy rain, I jump on the damn helicopter.
I love that joke.
I would hope so.
What did you say, Ronaldo? You get that joke?
No, I love that joke. I said
Yeah.
helicopter, I sent you a rowboat, I sent you this. What else you want me to do?
King Kong ain't got nothing on us.
All right. So your homework this past week was Training Day from 2001. A rookie cop spends his first day as a Los Angeles narcotics officer with a rogue detective who isn't what he appears to be. And it stars Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Scott Glenn, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Macy Gray, Ava Mendez, just to name like a few.
I mean, Ava Mendes is on the movie on screen for what, all of 3 minutes?
Yep.
Maybe.
Directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah.
So did anybody not like the movie?
I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Top 25 movies for me of all time.
No,
no.
Top 25.
No.
It's not top 25 for me, but I do like it.
Oh my god. Am I the only one who fell under not liking the movie?
What?
There's issues.
Kamari didn't like the movie. I got Kamari didn't like
it. See, it's not a personal attack, I swear.
I have some issues with the movie, but Denzel Washington's chewing the scenery in this movie.
No, he is chewing the scenery because the script is shit. I mean, like, it's just, the movie is appalling. It's appalling. I mean,
no, stop it. Stop it.
It's a movie for dumb people. And
what? Stop it. Stop it.
It's all glare, it's all glamour and no substance. Okay,
heck
he can't exist. He can't exist. Have you ever met real manipulative criminals?
Wait a minute. Why do you say he can't exist?
He's based off of an actual LA cop.
Yeah, he's based off of an actual LA cop.
I'll tell you something. Internal affairs would have been all over this dude.
Would they have, Cliff?
Yes, they
would. They have?
They would have.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but you're not that naive, are you, to think that internal affairs
are you kidding?
is not corrupted?
Ethan fucking Hawke is the one who's naive.
That's doing the job for you.
No, he's doing shit. How can you go undercover for a narcotics thing and be this freaking stupid? Like, this movie makes there's so many.
All right, break that down. What was his stupid moves?
Oh my God! I'm
not saying I disagree with you. I'm not saying I disagree.
Let's get high with a rookie. All right, Jake, smoke PCP weed with me as part of your training. All right, let's compromise your credibility.
All right, are you forgetting the fact that he pointed a Glock at his head and said, "You got to smoke this"? Did you forget that part?
Wasn't a Glock? Yes, he did do that.
All right. Alonzo robs, threatens, beats, humiliates people in broad daylight repeatedly, and absolutely no one does nothing ever.
There are very few places that he does it where it's a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the worst of the worst, Cliff.
Listen, my vision of this for someone who they're trying to convince me is smart and calculating. The man produces loose ends left and right all over the movie, and then has no backup plan at the end. No backup plan at the end.
Because he doesn't think anybody's going to.
Well, what's the backup? How's he going to have a backup plan? What kind of backup plan could he have?
He's supposed to be a master strategist, and he's going to think I'm automatically in with the.
Who said he was a master strategist?
The movie is implying it the entire time.
I didn't think that.
No.
I didn't think that.
He's supposed to be a master manipulator, but he's reckless the entire movie. So which one is he? Do you think he's brilliant until the end? Or do you think that he is reckless until the end? I think he's
point that I think that he was brilliant. Let me put it, at no point in this movie did I go, that's a brilliant guy. I think he's a loose cannon that's getting away with stuff because he's smart enough to work the system.
Right.
Doesn't make him brilliant.
Right. Which
clearly
in this movie leads to his downfall, and that's the point of it. Right. That he doesn't get away with it forever.
A very forced Act 3. So that's it.
That's one of the best acts. That's great right there.
He gives him the drugs right out the gate for what he's trying to do later, but he gives him the drugs right out the gate so he has something to hold over him. So
exactly. To jeopardize his credibility.
I'll give you. It's a weak plot point. I think it's funky and clunky to be sure. However, where I push back on it though is Ethan Hawke. It says in several times in the movie he's only been on the job for 19 months. How is he getting transferred to the narcotics unit?
Exactly, he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't.
Internal affairs. I'll
I
give
would
you
hope
that.
he's working for
I
internal.
think that's one of the reasons why he was transferred, because he was young and maybe he can be easily manipulated. I think that's the reason why he got picked.
And I think like
Oh,
Denzel's
maybe.
character kind of picked him for that
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Yeah, I
okay,
think
that'll buy. I'll give you
yeah,
that.
I think
Yeah.
All right, even I could buy that. Even I could buy that.
so. He picks him for that kind of reason.
But here's the thing. He's an asshat to him right away at the diner.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
yeah.
you're a dick to him right away.
He had the choice when he was first told to smoke the thing to say stop and get out. All right, I'm done. We're done.
Right.
You know what I mean? He could have got out and ended all those problems right there. But
How
I think
about later in the movie from that scene where he says, I don't know why you smoked that. I didn't put a gun to your head. He literally says that, and I'm going, yes, you did.
He's making a joke about
You
that.
literally
Like,
put
yeah.
a gun to my head.
Yeah, he's making like almost
being
like a
very
joke about it.
sarcastic.
How about even before that, like this drug bust right here in like the movie, man. Like in 2001, there was no like legal marijuana in like
Yeah.
if I got busted like that in 2001, I would have
They
thought my
weren't
life
just
sucked.
selling marijuana; they were selling PCP.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know, he
so
laced it.
And now they all have PCP and fentanyl in them. You can't trust a deer. You have to go to a dispensary to get something trusted at this point around here. Every freaking time I got somebody landed in the hospital every week. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so new to me. And then I watched this movie. I was like, nope, you damn naive fool. It's not new.
It's been happening.
Did you notice
Thing going on.
when they take this from the college kids, what the kid said to him when he's like, give me the drug, give me that pipe? Did you notice what the kid said to him?
My mom gave me that.
My mom gave me
Mom
that
gave me
pipe.
that pipe.
Man. Yeah,
I'll
I
say
can
that-
see that is probably something stupid that like a college pilot would say, man.
100%. I'll say this in defense of Cliff. They do pull their guns out way too much in public in this movie with abandon, where it's like, well, cops don't do that. I mean, I don't live in the city and I don't run into cops all that much, but like they have to fill out so much paperwork anytime they fire it that it's not worth even pulling it out. And you're basically told to pull it out. It's to fire it.
Yeah.
What year was this movie depicted in?
I think it was present day 2001.
2001, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like the beginning too, where he's like, "This is like Sam had the clip of it and it was sped up, but this is The Office," and he did,
Yeah.
Alex, and like the Dr. Dre beat. I remember like seeing it for the first time in that Dr. Dre beat because that was like my record at like you know the time this came out. Was just the guy.
One of my favorite scenes is this right here. The
Yes,
bathtub
this is the
scene.
best scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, that's one of my best favorite scenes. Like when he had to call his cousin up, and first she tried to lie about it, and then she finally fesses up. Like some white boy saved me.
How about before that? Just the scene of them playing cards.
Yeah,
that was
And
great.
like, this isn't going right, and I'm like,
Nah.
I remember the first time I saw him, I'm like, this isn't. Oh, he left him there. Like,
But he was
okay.
stupid. Like he's showing him your gun, taking out the clip and showing you like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's
bro?
not
Like,
happening.
Hasn't your day gone hard enough so far that why would you do that? I'd be like, no. And you know what? I'm leaving right now. Oh, and if you get up, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? I might have to deal with 20 guys outside, but that's the way it's gonna go down right now.
When they robbed the Sandman, and there's like just a straight up shootout in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, and
I didn't realize later that he needed that money to pay off the three other guys.
That was you know, they almost like cut that scene out of the movie, The Three Wise Men. And I'm glad they kept that in because it shows like, you know, the movie's really about like corruption. Like he's a corrupt cop.
100%.
Yeah.
And it shows like the corruption is almost like it goes right up the line. It's almost encouraged. Like yeah, you know, we'll take your money and here's your arrest warrant.
Yeah.
So they get in the shootout, or well, not shootout, but they get shot at, right? And this is one of my green moments. They get when they steal the money from the Sandman, right? And they get the car shot up as they're driving away. Remember, there was like 3 or 4 bullet holes in the back window. You're not driving that car around all day. I don't care if you're a cop or not. You're getting pulled over like every 10 feet. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Depend on the neighborhood.
Yeah, depending on the neighborhood.
So what do you
mean, yeah,
think?
but they're
So what do you
driving
think Ethan
across
Hawke's
the
character
city.
goes on to do after this? Because I feel like the next day or that after.
Well, think about it. He had to have a conversation with them, right? Because they say that Denzel's character died in the other thing that happened.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, remember he died trying to do a search warrant. He was killed in the incident. They were talking about the incident that just happened.
No, what
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
no, because I was listening at the end too. They say that he died not during a drug bust. It was something like going to pick up a witness or something like that.
No,
In
it
a
was
in a
serving the
dangerous
search
area.
warrant. I think it was serving the search
I
warrant.
think it was
Oh,
serving
maybe,
this.
okay.
Yeah, I
So
think it was
those
serving
guys
the.
It was
protecting
that they put
themselves.
him. They're saying he died in that event.
Right.
So
So
he-
they're just those three guys are closing ranks, is what they're doing.
Yeah. So then he still has to deal with what? He has to deal with that group.
Oh,
His
I'm leaving
peoples.
LA.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't live there anymore. I'm leaving that night.
Yeah.
The part where he's in his his lair, if you will, and everybody turns on him. But right before that, Ethan Hawke's like, "Oh, actually, let me back up. Did you notice or did you hear what he said when he was on the phone right after the drug bust, the fake drug bust?
Oh,
Before
get the
Ethan
tub.
Hawke- he
Get
said-
the
he
tub
said-
ready or something.
He said, "Is the bathroom clean? Well, you
Yeah,
better
yeah,
clean
get
it
that-
up then."
Get that tub ready. Yeah.
So like
yeah,
that
yeah.
was fully planned before he got
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
No, but where Ethan Hawke finally goes on his little mission at the end, and they're standing, he's like, "Don't pick it up." He goes, "No, I'm going to get that money. I'm going to get that gun. Don't do it." And then you shot me in the ass.
Shot me in the
That-
ass.
It's great.
That made me
Yeah.
laugh.
It's great.
I thought, and I could be wrong, because Denzel, I thought Denzel's character died at the airport.
With the Russians got him.
Yeah.
No, Russians got him on the draw and the
But what
By the
the
overpass.
news said was that he died during the drug bust.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he should have known something was off when that van pulled up and that woman just kind of...
Yeah, I
That
think
was-
like the three wise men probably had something to do with changing that story up too.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
definitely were like, "This is the story we're going with because this can't come back to us."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they have like a pretty like violent. Oh yeah, that's Scott Glenn. They have a very violent fight. Like,
Well, that's it too. There's that scene where he throws him through the plate glass window, and
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke's not hurt at all. No. Long story short, my parents used to have a plate glass window on this inside kitchen door, and I lost my balance one day. I went to catch myself and put my arm through it. So I have like 3 scars, not deep scars, but I have 3 scars, and that's just from that. He put his whole body through it and then yanks him back through it. I'm like, no.
yeah,
And
they
this
go,
right
they
here-
rob Roger. he sets it up to.
He's like, Jeff took 2 coming through the door. I'm like, no. You took 2 coming through the door. I'm not doing that.
But they're getting like, what was it, like 200,000? Like, they're
250.
Yeah.
getting-
250.
For 200, yeah, you're right. It's 200.
Yeah, 200,
Split it
yeah,
5
yeah.
ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're getting like 2. So then the first one he took it, and the second one goes through. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like, "You'll get a medal."
Yeah. Are you feeling comfortable? Oh, I'm very comfortable.
Oh
How
man!
about the fact that both Dr. Dre and Snoop are in this?
Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg.
That was crazy when he stuck the pen in his throat. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got it." Good.
What's that? How about, you know what else I noticed is he speaks like English, he speaks Spanish, and when he was in that shop with Snoop Dogg, he spoke Chinese to like the
Yeah.
woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was also like, wow, like it's like he was like the type of cop that was getting like results and getting things done, and nobody wanted to check the like how they were getting done. inside.
Right, because they probably like the numbers look good. Let's just let this happen.
Yeah, and that's.
I mean,
Uh,
it's not in a great area, so they're like, we don't care.
yeah. And he's become the cop. Like he has to be the bigger, better bad guy than like the big bad guy. And like these dudes are just like, yeah, we'll let it happen.
Yep.
Best words of $40,000 or whatever it was. Like,
I also love how aren't they supposed to be an undercover unit, but everybody knows that they're both cops through the whole movie.
Again,
Yeah.
rather indiscriminate, you know, with the gun toting and everything, and the informants that he has no loyalty. There's zero loyalty anywhere in this movie.
no, yeah.
Well, Ava
that's,
Mendes is loyal.
Oh, don't make
Ava
that.
Mendes was only there for 3 minutes.
Gorgeous woman.
Until she's like, yo, he went out the window. Like,
Right, that's true.
until she's like, he went out the window.
I'm just saying, there's just so much happening
That
here.
guy's scary. He might be the nicest guy in the world, but that guy with the gun is
Yes.
scary.
Yes, he's in several movies that.
And I'm just like, every time he's on screen, I'm afraid of him.
Yeah, he's in a lot of military movies too.
Yeah, you're right.
And the other guy next to him, he always played Hector in every movie.
Everything he's in,
Yeah.
and he always wears that.
Yeah.
Yes, but I ain't gonna knock him. You know, he's getting
I like-
paid.
Good money.
I noticed that like they get into that section of town with like the Mexicans, and it's like Rap Superstar is the beat
Yes.
going
Yeah.
by
You wanna be a
like,
superstar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right,
Scott
should we-
Glenn's great in this movie for the 3 scenes he's in.
the 3 scenes he's in. The first time like, that is like messed up because they go there, they have a drink with him, like they're drinking on the job and everything, drinking while he's driving. Like,
This is also the debut of Terry Crews.
Is that
Terry
right?
Oh my
Crews.
I
God!
knew he was in it,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
didn't know it was his debut.
And the story goes, he was just there for a friend, and the director saw him and asked him to be in it.
He was like, "Who's this big mofo? Get over here!
Right?
Come over here.
Now,
What's your name, Terry? Get over here, Big Terry. We're gonna need you."
clearly, that's a Bloods neighborhood, right? Because everybody's wearing red in it.
Yeah.
And I think he steals from the Crips because I think they're all wearing blue in that scene.
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah.
All right, should we get some numbers on this flick?
Yeah, let's do some numbers.
I'll go first.
All right, you go first.
I'm
I'll go
gonna give
last.
this- I'm gonna give this a 9. This is very
Ooh.
entertaining from beginning to end. I like the directing. The writing could use a little bit, but it was just that tension from scene to scene. And then the ending did it for me. The best, like the tub scene, and then him going to get him, just like him walking through the whole neighborhood just to go. And when he's like, I'm here for Alonzo, like it's already been set that they don't like Alonzo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they see him coming and he's going to take care of Alonzo. All right, go ahead.
And if
take
you
care
don't
of
do
him.
it right, we'll just take you out.
Yeah, simple as that. So, and then with the way they like kind of like helped him out at the end, I like that part. And they're like, we got your back, get out of here. Blah, blah. And I just thought it was great. That was great. It's one of his best films to me. I give it a 9.
Let me ask you this: did he take the money with him?
Yeah, he took the bag and the money. Yeah.
So you can't turn that money in when you hear the news report, because you
What do you
know
mean?
they're gonna screw you when they say, "Oh, it's during the drug bust." So
Well,
what
I'm
do you
sure
do
he
with
has
that
a
money?
big story to explain. I'm sure he's gonna take fault in some of the things that he did. You know what I mean? But if he's coming clean,
Well,
Yeah.
that's my point, though. But what's
Yeah.
he then? Yeah, I don't know. You're in a weird. He's in a bad spot no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out if you money in bulk.
yeah. Clifford.
I don't know, but you know, it's funny, right? Because I don't really know much about how to judge directing. But the acting was great. I enjoyed the cinematography. Everybody delivered. You know, I was still entertained and invested on the story, despite the very many glaring flaws. I give it a 7. I'd watch it again. 7 is my watch it again standard.
See Bizzle.
I really also enjoy this movie. I'm also going to be agreeing with Sam. I'm giving it a 9, just on the simple fact that Denzel won an Academy Award for Best
Oh,
Actor.
he did.
Hey, yeah.
He did. No,
Hey,
there's no,
wait, let me clarify. Denzel, the whole 7 is almost entire. 6 out of the 7 points is Denzel, and 1 point is just all the men looking good. And like, that's really.
was this he beat Will Smith, who did Ali that year, right?
I believe so.
Oh my God! That
Okay.
was
And
Ali
also-
in 2001.
Yeah, Ali's old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, on top of that, Denzel won Best Actor, and Ethan Hawke was nominated for Supporting Actor. So,
Right.
to me, this shows me that these two guys really made this movie to what it is, and a lot of so many famous people played in this or started their career on this film. So, and the soundtrack is amazing. So that's
The
why I give it a
soundtrack-
9.
All right, no, green shirt guy.
So I agree with a lot of what we've said, what you've all said. The acting is over the top. I mean, Denzel absolutely chooses the scenery. Ethan Hawke's very strong in this as well. Scott Glenn's great for the few minutes he's on screen. The soundtrack is pretty great. The story's fairly fluid. I mean, what I do like is that little nothings that we saw at the beginning where you're like, okay, well, he's not a complete piece of crap. He wouldn't save that girl. Ends up helping him at the end of the movie. And it seemed like kind of a throwaway thing at the beginning. I like that came full circle at the end. I don't know. I kind of agree with Cliff on some stuff. The story's a little disjointed. I don't know if I believe all of it. So that's why I can't give it a 9. I really want to get an 8.5, but I don't know if I'm going to give it an 8 though. I don't think I can go quite 8.5.
8, and finally Phil.
I am also gonna give this movie 9. I like this movie a lot. I like really like from the dialogue at the beginning where they're in that like restaurant, like through the movie. I just like the dialogue a lot. The action is good. Denzel is like great in this movie. I think it's aged incredibly well for being like as old as this movie is now. That was like a concern of mine because I haven't watched it in a long time. But yeah, this is a 9. I enjoy the dialogue. It's a great cop drama, great crime movie. Great movie.
And
Definitely watch
It
it.
had a ton of amazing quotes that
Yeah.
Oh,
quote
absolutely.
to this day.
Well, did you know that the King Kong line was improvised?
Yes. There's a YouTube channel that you can. I gotta find a name that will show you all the movies that have improvised famous quotes.
So our council number as a whole is 8.4.
All right, it's 7.8 on IMDb. We moved it up a
So
little
we're above
bit.
it. We all,
I'm
yeah.
siding with IMDb. And look,
Kiki Louie gives it a 10. Look at that. And Bobby De La
I can't
Ghetto
give it a
giving it a
10.
9.8. So yeah, it is a great movie. Definitely 4-star quality.
Green Shirt
I'm
Guy,
glad we
where are
watched
on
it.
the chart? Where are we on the chart with this movie?
I'm going to tabulate and I will have it where it is number 1 through 1. Well, we haven't done 140 movies. We've only done a little over.
yeah.
Pirates gives it a 9.
I'll have that ready for next week. But it's in the upper third.
All right, I got 2 ducks to do. We'll do one, and then after the announcements and all that, before we go, we'll do another one. 15
You gotta
seconds.
decide if you're a wolf or a sheep.
Or sheep. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Round and round it goes. Where it lands, nobody knows. Nobody. Who's it going to be? C-Bizzle. Who are you picking, C-Bizzle?
Give it to me. Give it to me.
I'll give it to Christina Payne.
Christina Pay.
Mhm.
All right, you're in there. And then the last duck, while I do the announcements, we'll have that going. It's Denzel or Ethan. Denzel or Ethan. Let me put that in the banner. All right. Boom. And then some outro music. All right. So that was training day, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, we're doing Man on Fire, episode number 141, June 8th, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. Denzel Washington finishing out Phil's trilogy for the season of actors. This is a great movie. Love this movie. Can't wait to see it. All right, so make sure you tune in next week for that. On Monday, we got New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, episode 144. We got some G.I. Joe. We got some World to Come. We got some Imperial. Yeah, it's a little zesty cover right there. And
oh, it's zesty now. It's zesty now.
It was not what it was. I thought it was zesty last week.
What was it last time? Was it spicy? Was it spicy?
It's zesty? Is that what we're doing? I
What
know
was it? I thought it was
for. I know what zesty means. All right. What, you don't look this
What's wrong with zesty?
G.I. Joe covers that was happening in Pride Month. In Pride Month. Zesty little cover here. I hope they're gayer. I hope they're gayer than ever this month. I hope it's the gayest G.I. Joe month ever. I hope
Why you sound so angry?
They're freaking into each other.
What was the word you complained about last week? I thought it was zesty, so it just.
What was it? Is it spicy?
It wasn't
It was
spicy.
zesty. It was zesty last week.
Yeah, I think Cliff's just talking about the word itself.
That word. That word.
So tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll go over all the new keys and hot comics. And on Wednesday, it's episode number 6, the Council of Comics Live, Wednesday, June 4th, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. Just to give you guys a heads up, new comic book day. We're going to take a month off on that, but I will show the guys picks on Reels. So they don't get off the hook. I'm still going to film their picks, but I'm going to put them out as Reels. I need a little time off to adjust some things, but the lives will still be going strong, so you don't have to worry about us going anywhere. So make sure you tune in this Wednesday, June 4th, 8 p.m. for the Council of Comics Live. It's our community hangout. We got the link in the chat. You can come join us on the live. And then in 2 weeks, fill in the blanks, episode number 10. Special guest host Brian LCS. And these guys will be doing The Doctor. That should be fun.
Brian's in the chat. Thank you, Brian.
Shout out to Brian LCS. That's going to be a good one. Brian's going to have control of the comms, everything. He's going to take it over.
Be gentle.
Be very, very fun. All right. Denzel or Ethan, 15 seconds in the comments. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw.
How about the fact that Dr. Denzel's solution for him, coming to help him come down from PCP is to get him drunk? Here, you should drink this beer. It'll make you feel better.
Base Case Collectibles. Congratulations. You got yourself a duck. And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for new keys and hot comics of the week and more chances to win some ducks for our greatest monthly giveaway. Shout out to Phil for running the comms. Did an excellent job today, Phil, bringing us through your trilogy. So, for myself, for Phil, for Cliff, for Green Shirt Guy, for C Bizzle, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
The brightest day. Where are